Here's how I ended things with the rower when it started to make me really sad that he wasn't ready to be exclusive with me. First, I sent him a text saying I haven't been feeling great about where we're at recently and I'd love to talk about that. So we set aside time for a phone call, but the text gave him the opportunity to think about things on his own before we had that conversation. And then when we talked, I said, I can't fault you for your feelings. I can't fault you for not being ready to be exclusive. And thank you for being honest about that. But I've realized that continuing to date you is making me really sad and holding me back from other connections, so I need to say goodbye. He totally understood. He apologized, which he didn't really need to do, but I appreciated it all the same, and we parted ways.
So here's another chick caught in a situationship, just like the rest of these chicks over the age of 30 that are still single, talking to a guy who is basically milking the cow for free. Guy doesn't need to buy the cow. He could just go and get the milk for free. That's what being a situationship is. And then, shockingly, these chicks are just waiting for the guy to commit, which he never does. I don't hear any of these stories where the guy was in a situationship with a girl and then he went ahead and committed to her, much less married her. That just does not happen. However, these chicks love to, there's a reason they're single, guys. They love that roller coaster. They love those highs and lows. They love that uncertainty and not knowing and crying and bawling and looking at their phone and staring at it and wondering if he's going to call and constantly feeling like she got left behind for the prom. These girls love that. That's why they chase this. And then, obviously the guy never commits, because why? He's getting what he wants. Commit for what? What? I don't want to commit. And a lot of times in these situationships, especially with these chicks who are in their 30s, these chicks have built up not only a lot more emotional baggage and psychological damage, but they've also built up a lot more attitude, right? A lot more just conceit, vanity. I mean, you could thank culture for that, right? You could thank our culture for just perpetually blowing smoke up these girls' behinds, blowing smoke up their skirts, making them feel like they are deserving of the Disney fantasy, that they're a princess, you're Cinderella, and all of this, all of these complete lies. And, so they will bring that to the table if you date them in their 30s, right? You get to deal with that attitude. You get to deal with that self-absorption, self-centeredness, selfishness. She's never asking you about you on the date. What do you like? What are your dreams? What are your hopes? What are your goals? No, it's all about her. I try having a conversation with one of these girls. You'll see how one-sided it is. But here she is. Talk about how she was seeing this guy who was a rower, and she was in a situationship with him, and kudos for him for being honest. A lot of these guys will just take off. They'll just block you, or you'll never hear from them again. So at least he had, the decency to be like, hey, you know what? Tired of having sex with you, and you're just too old for me, and I can get younger, so I'm going to let you go. I mean, in not so many words. He didn't say that. I mean, but that's really the subtext of what's being said there. And she has another woman who's also 30s, just like her, reaching out to her for advice. This is the last thing you want to do, girls. If you're still single after the magic age of 30, the last thing you should be doing is calling up other girlfriends who are also single in their 30s and asking them for advice. Okay, that is the last thing that you want to do. So don't. Okay, because this is the type of advice that you are going to get, right? You're just going to get that type of just terrible advice, telling you that this is what you do if you're in a situationship. Yeah, I mean, situationships, you notice you don't see any good women in situationships, especially those in their early 20s. Why aren't they in why aren't they in situationships? It's because guys don't want to put them in a situationship. They want to put a ring on their finger. Okay? They want to get married. They want to have family. They want to have kids. So Those are women who are not going to be in a situationship. So if you want to avoid being in a situationship, much less becoming the DG in your 30s, as I keep giving you guys advice that you don't like to hear, what you want to do is you want to start being more feminine, start being more supportive, start being more nurturing, be respectful, admire the guy, okay? Stroke his ego a little bit. Don't cheat on him. Don't run around on him. Don't constantly try to replace him. Value him for who he is. Value him for what he brings to the table. Don't ignore that. Okay, especially if he's a high value guy. Value that. Praise him for it, because it takes a lot of work for guys to accomplish things in the world. We don't have woke society kicking open the corporate doors for us and turning us into a CEO because we have a penis. Right? We don't have people bending over backwards out there to give us a trophy. We have to earn every single inch. So when you get a high value guy like that who has earned every single inch, you need to value him. And you need to let him know that you value him. Stop talking over him. Stop arguing with him, picking fights with him. Listen to him. Okay? And just be a good woman. Smell good. Take care of your body. Have a healthy diet. All right? Don't constantly mouth off. And especially don't hang out with other girlfriends that are like that are disrespectful. But you probably won't have those type of girls in your life if you are an actual good woman. If you're a bad woman, you'll have plenty of those girls. If you're not, then you won't. You'll have other good women in your life. Because birds of a feather flock together. I've noticed that with with good women, they have other friends that are also good women that are married just like them. All right. Either way, let's go ahead and roll in to the next clip tonight. We have a few more, so roll a tape.
Nothing hurts quite like the feeling of 5 p.m. on a Friday in the fall as a single woman in her 30s.
Here's the thing. You didn't need to be sitting at home alone on a Friday night at 5 p.m. Right? Could have had your man. Could have had your family. Could have had your kids to go out with, take care of, make dinner with, go to the community festival with, go to a movie with, go to the park with, right? Plus your family dog, right, guys? Right? Could have had them. But no, you chose not to get married in your 20s, but to stay on that CC, didn't you? Call it the carousel. They made the voluntary decision to bypass marriage, probably because they were watching too much CNN, MSNBC, you're strong, empowered women, don't need a man, and thought that these high-value guys would always be at your beck and call, always be at your doorstep with flowers on their bended knee. Girl, will you go out with me? Will you be my girlfriend? All those guys that you passed up and pissed on. Had you taken one of those guys, you would not be sitting here on your social media, TikTok of all places. TikTok. Talking about how you are alone on a Friday night at 5 p.m. because you don't have a man. And it just, it's like a bad dream. It just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? As these chicks continue to venture out there and don't settle. It just gets worse and worse, like a nightmare. Because as they get older, guess what? Their pool of options shrinks, right? Their dating pool of options shrink. And unfortunately, as you guys know, as these women get older and their looks decline, their sexual marketplace value declines, their bodies get fatter, they get older, more wrinkles and all this. Instead of them lowering their standards to match what they bring to the table, what do? Narcissistically, they raise their standards. Ooh, now I have all of these requirements because all of these bad boys and chads that flaked on me, ghosted me, just used me for sex, all these guys who have done me wrong, now I've got a list of requirements for the beta. The beta who was nothing but nice to me, the beta who wanted to give me the Cinderella fantasy, the beta who always showed up on time, never banged my best friends behind my back, the guy who paid my bills, paid my rent, bought me my car. that guy has to deal with all of these requirements that the Chad, the Chad was responsible for. So, sitting alone on a Friday night, 5 p.m., is this something that you ladies want to look forward to? Is this something that you anticipated for yourself when you were a kid growing up? When you imagined yourself one day settling down with a great guy, building a life together, conquering the world together? It's pretty lonely out there when you're still single, in your 30s. Very lonely. It's not a place that most people would voluntarily choose to be in, especially as a female, because, unlike men, okay, our value rises as we get older because we grow in social status, we grow in financial status, we live in nicer neighborhoods, we drive nicer vehicles. Right? I wasn't driving no Range Rover when I was in my 20s, man. I wasn't. I didn't have no DeLorean parked in my garage or 65 classic Corvette. I didn't have those things, man. I was just struggling to get by. Right? But we raise in status as we get older, whereas women decline in status because for women it's primarily tied to your looks and your youth and fertility, right? Looks, youth, fertility. All those three things are what guys value the most, regardless of what woke culture wants to tell you. That is what guys value the most. You know it in your heart. You see it at the clubs when you're out there. You know that's what guys value the most because those are the type of women they gravitate towards the most. Okay, the highest value guys will gravitate towards those women the most, and the lower value guys who can't get those level of women or who have not had this type of training yet, those are the guys that you'll be left with. Right? This is why a lot of these chicks talk about dating over the age of 30 being like a Walmart clearance bin, because it is. Because it is, right? I mean, I think it just gets worse as you get older. It becomes like a flea market, like going to a flea market and just trying to get what's left over. Or going to Walmart after a Black Friday, like 10 minutes to close. I mean, there's really nothing left after that. Anyway, let's roll into the next clip here, shall we? Roll the tape.
I'm starting a girl gang of women aggressively supporting other women. So hands up if you want in. And if we get enough people, we're totally getting jackets.
Go ahead and join that gang. Right? Because misery loves company, especially as she said, if you're single, over 30, no kids, and being pressured to have one, yeah, join that gang, and you will continue to remain single. Because as you hang out with other single women in their 30s, they will give you the same rotten-ass advice that other single women in their 30s have given them, and they will just pass that advice on to you, knowing it won't help you grow, it won't help you gain any more introspection, it will just keep you completely unaware of the truth, unaware of what you're doing wrong, and completely blameless for why you are still childless, unmarried, and don't have a man over the age of 30. So yeah, join that girl gang and you'll meet more women just like her. Right? Just like her. Let's crack into one more clip before we close this up, guys. Roll it.
I'm just gonna keep getting hotter and weirder, and ain't nobody gonna stop me.
This chick with the sleeve tattoo, with the bull ring through her nose. Man, you cannot make this stuff up anymore. And she's saying that she's just gonna get hotter. I mean, the weirder part I do believe. I mean, she's already there. You don't have to even try, honey. She's already there. But her little statement at the top of her TikTok there said, when you are a single woman focusing on yourself in your 30s. Dude, that's all you've been doing your whole life, girl. What are you talking about? That's why you are still single in your 30s, because you focused on yourself the entire time and nobody else mattered to you. You were never giving. You never shared. It was all about you. And that's a common theme I see with a lot of these chicks that are GG in their 30s. They've made their entire lives all about them. No men wanted to come near that. It's like, yeah, they'll bang that, but to deal with that on a daily basis, no. To take that, you know, on vacations and to family picnics and high school reunions and dinner, no, nobody wants to spend time around that, right? Unless you're, you know, damaged just like her, which is what I'm sure she's attracting, because she's still out there. All right, she's still out there. It's no surprise at all. She's still out there, as many of these women that we covered in tonight's coaching video are. They are still out there, childless, manless, ringless, still out there talking about how you got to focus on yourself. You got to focus on yourself. That's what led you to where you are. Unreal, fellas. Just the absence of any self-awareness on any level. I mean, there is no hint of self-awareness in any of these girls that I ever cover in these coaching videos. It's like they just can't see for themselves. And if you try to tell them, what do? They lash out at you. They attack you in the comments. They follow you. They stalk you on social media and send you hate mail on Christmas. Right? It's no surprise that they are where they are, while good women who are married, who do have families, who are happy, they definitely aren't on social media. They definitely aren't in comment sections hating or stalking a pickup artist on social media. No, they're too busy living the dream life that feminists have told them their entire lives is, you suppress, he's suppressing you. Yo, you're having kids and a family, you're suppressed. No, but I'm happy. I like cooking for my husband. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'll tell you what you like. That's what you're going to get. As always, gentlemen, drop your comments below in the comment section, and share if you've ever dated anybody like these chicks, probably before you found the 33 secrets, right? If you've ever dated anyone like this, drop your comments below. Let me know what your experiences were. Share with the tribe. Let me know how it felt, right? And other guys would probably love to hear it, as I would. So drop those comments below. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Do it now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. Okay, more importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, it helps me out a ton, especially right now, guys. YouTube is on this just purge of, you know, not promoting channels like ours that are trying to help men. Okay, they don't like this type of content. So I need you guys to help me spread the word. So if you have other like-minded friends of yours who are also ready to be unplugged from the blue pill matrix and are ready to be red pilled, share my coaching videos with them so they could get a taste of what they're going to learn. Okay, promote my work and get them to subscribe to my channel, right? But it helps me out a ton when you guys are subscribed to my channel, because then we could really help grow and really build this thing and really change the world, right? That's what we're here to do. We're here to change the world. So can't do it all by myself. Need you guys to help me out. So appreciate it if you subscribe and you get other like-minded red pill friends of yours to subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, baby. The best looking and most high caliber women on the planet. The type of women that your friends can only dream about. The type of women that your friends will only see in magazines. I'm going to teach you how to get these girls and bring them into your life. I'm going to teach you where to find them, what to say to them, how to approach them, and how to bring them into your life. I'm teaching you guys this stuff in 7 Months to Mastery. Okay? And I have many successful students who've been with me for years now that are in successful relationships. I've had more than a few students marry the woman of their dreams. We get thank you letters literally every single day. Okay, my staff, myself, constantly getting comments, thank you letters, like, oh my God, Em, you saved my life. I married the woman of my dreams, and oh, we've got this beautiful family now, and oh, you know, I met this girl and now she's my girl. I can't believe this chick is my girlfriend. Oh my God, I've dreamt about this chick forever. So I teach you how to get these girls and bring them into your life, right? The hottest girls on the planet, it's the 8s, 9s, and 10s. That's all we focus on, guys. So if you want to jump into 7 months to mastery, the first month is only $1, right? It's only $1 for the entire first month. And the reason why it's only $1 is because I want you to check it out for yourself and see how powerful these coaching lessons actually are and how much they can actually help you. So it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, and all you have to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.